Bitcoin might be on the brink for a massive move, and I'm gonna show you what I believe the direction is potentially be where we are heading to. If you think that is interesting, then definitely stick around here. Make sure that you're subscribed to the channel, like this video, also activate the bell so that you will never miss out on these money-making videos. And now let me show you. So I'm gonna start off with yesterday's daily chart. Here on this daily chart, I told you as long as Bitcoin can manage to stay above the 50 moving average here on the daily chart, we are fine, and I expect continuation here. We are still fighting with that moving average as of now. So if I look where the price is at of the EMA right now, is sitting at $42,900 approximately. So we are a little bit more than $100 away. So I would like to see Bitcoin coming back here above the 50 moving average. In the worst case, I want to see it by tomorrow. If it's not happening by tomorrow, Bitcoin might turn around here on the higher time frames to the downside. I don't want to see that, but it is then definitely in the cards. For the time being, there's not much else to say here when it comes to the higher time frames. Still, if we are breaking here above $43,300, we should get a move to $44,000 into that resistance area here all the way up, with a potential move to take out the yearly high here of $49,000. When we're going into the lower time frames, something really interesting happened yesterday, and I'm here on the 30 minutes chart right now. Bitcoin tried to break out of the bigger trading range that we have here, and also to take out the Monday high. This, if we would have managed to do this, would have been an amazing sign of strength for continuation to the upside. Because here's something that I believe, never explained to you guys about Monday highs. When a Monday high is taken out, the prices continue to rally into the next bigger resistance level. Now for Bitcoin, the next bigger resistance level after this drop that we got would be here, $45,000. But only if we can flip the Monday high into support, which we did not because we got rejected from here. And now we are back at the Monday mid, which is again holding as support as it did previously here. Time after time after time. And as long as we are holding the Monday mid-range level, we are not really in a danger zone here for Bitcoin. So we are basically bouncing around here between $42,500 and $43,000 for the time being. For today, I would like to see the daily open retaken. And once we have flipped the daily open into support, it will open the doors to go here up to the Monday high and to flip the Monday high so that we can move higher. Lose the Monday mid-range over the next 2 days, then we will go down to the weekly open and potentially lower from there. But like I just said, for now, I don't believe that will be the case. It doesn't look like it. I just wanted to point out that possibility. And here's something else. If you would have listened to me yesterday, then you know that you should not have taken just yet the trade all the way up here, because I told you wait for a 1 hourly close and only then enter a trade. Again, I front ran that trade 3 days ago, so I'm still in it, but it's fine. I'm slightly in a loss to be here fully transparent with you guys, but this will pay in a couple of days, in my opinion. So I'm not really concerned about that specific trade right now. If we are going then here to the 4 hourly chart, we have just to wait a little bit for the liquidation levels to load. Sorry, the internet here in Vietnam is sometimes not the best. There we go. Again, you see what I mentioned yesterday. The short liquidation cluster above us is getting again thicker and more dense. And the more that continues, the more likely it is that we are going up first before tapping here into the underlying liquidity. Unless something crazy happens in the market, I still believe that the direction is first up before we go lower. Of course, if there comes some crazy news out, you know, so ETF manipulation or whatever they can come up with, I don't see us tapping here into that liquidity before we cleaned everything here up above $48,000 and $50,000 in the short term. Here on the liquidation heat map, the same thing. We have here still a lot of liquidity above us for short liquidations, but we also getting here now more long liquidations here at that level alone. There are like 75 million in long liquidations at $41,800. If we go that low, that will be a massive liquidity grab, but also a bounce area in my opinion. So if we go all the way down there, we have seen it before at $41,700. Around that level there is strong support. So if we would get there, as you can see here, we would most likely immediately bounce back up really strong and then take out all the overhead liquidity that is sitting there from all these short positions. On the daily time frame, when we're looking here at the overall market structure, nothing has really changed here. The higher low and a higher high structure is still intact, but we need to make it at least in the next 7 to 10 days approximately a new higher high in my opinion to keep that structure. Otherwise we will start to create higher lows, and then at some point we will break the structure and create a lower low and then reverse to the downside, which might be short-lived with having an ETF right now and the upcoming halving. So it could be that it's just a consolidation phase before we go then higher into the halving. That could last approximately about 3 weeks in my opinion for the time being. Something else I wanted to show you guys today. Yesterday, the CME gap got actually filled, and that is a little bit concerning to me, because if we would break now under here that low of $41,700 on the futures, it opens us up to fill the underlying CME gap at $40,000 all the way down to $39,065. I just want to check. Okay, this one here is closed, and that was just important to see. So that is the next closest CME gap that is still open, that I would like to see only closed after we went to over $50,000. So, but this is right now something that we definitely should keep an eye on what's happening here, because if we are losing here, like I said, $41,700, things could accelerate really quickly to the downside. So, and I want you guys to be aware of that. When we are looking then here on this daily chart here, when I look at the stochastic RSI, the stochastic RSI is not really that much convincing to me right now. Even though we got the buy signal that I was talking about, and also the RSI with the bullish divergence, not really convincing. There's not a lot of follow through coming right now, which I would like to see, at least by tapping $44,300. But we're above the mid-range here of $42,300. That is at least a little bit bullish for me. But I would definitely like to see here $43,500 to be broken, to go to the top of the range, and then see something like this here. Here you see my old plan on this 4-hourly chart is more or less playing out exactly as I had drawn it. I would just make here the line transparent, that you can actually see what I have drawn here. So here you see, a couple of days ago I said we are going up, we're getting rejected from there, we come down, and then we should move back up and break here to the upside. We are following that plan here to the T right now. And here again, if you're looking for a long position, position yourself around $43,300 more or less. And here the mid, just a little bit under the mid range, that would become my technical target for a trade to like $46,900, $48,000 approximately. So actually to the top of the last high. Again, that is not a day trade. It can happen in a day, but I don't see that happen in a day. That is more like over the next couple of days, 10 days max, in that kind of time range. So you see, there is almost a 6 risk to reward ratio trade here, 1 to 6, almost 13% profit to the upside with a 2.2% stop loss, potential loss. So if you put here 20x leverage, potentially 260% in a profit with a risk of 44% of a of a loss if we are getting stopped out. I take a trade like that every single day. If it gets offered to me, there is I don't even think about that twice to do a trade like that. And guys, don't forget, if you want to trade these kind of trades with me together, do it on BYBIT. You still get $30,000 for signing up there with my specific link. And also on CoinW, you can trade me from today onwards there without KYC, without VPN. I just had no time to log into the account yet, but I'm going to do it just after the video. So you will be able to copy trade me there today. And if you don't care about KYC and you want the highest bonus in the industry and to copy trade me, then go to FAIRDESK. Also with this specific link, you will be able to claim that bonus and to copy trade me on that platform. I saw something interesting on the Bitcoin dominance that I only want to talk really briefly about. And that is here this massive wick to the downside. The funny thing is, I think it's a glitch, because when I try to see from where it's coming from on lower time frames, it's not visible. So it's on the 12 hourly. No, on the 12 hourly, it vanished already. And it's also not on the 4 hourly. So now it's only on the daily, but it might be a precursor. So maybe we get over the next couple of days a move like that, where we go to 46.92%, which would be amazing, because that would mean that basically every single altcoin out there will rally insanely to the upside, and that's what we want to see. So I just wanted to mention that briefly because it was interesting. But something else that I want to mention here is that we're under 51.1%. That is definitely a nice move here right now, because it opens us up to go to 50%, 50.23%. And we should then also see some altcoins moving back to the upside, potentially also into new yearly highs. Guys, that's it already for today's episode. Please make sure that you smash up the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I'm going to see you then again tomorrow.